Welcome to Girl Talk. I'm Elizabeth Vargas with
Christina Wright.
And today we have some very sexy, fabulous, and truly honest guests today that have a lot to say. Christina, who are your friends today?
I brought a few of my friends. Let's start with Tara. Introduce yourself.
Hi, everyone. I'm Tara McQueen.
Are you from Orange County?
I am.
And how long have you
Not
been
from
here?
Orange County. I am from Scottsdale, Arizona, and I've been in Orange County for 2.5 years and absolutely loving it here. All of the stars are aligned for me in the OC.
You're transplant. Okay.
Wow. Hi, I'm Kaylee Treft. I'm a registered nurse, and I've been a nurse for almost 10 years. I work outpatient surgery, and I also work as an expert witness with medical malpractice lawsuits.
Oh, I would like to see you in court.
Right?
Okay, I'm guilty. And then we have...
Hi, everybody. I'm Megan. I'm from Cincinnati, Ohio. I was born in Kentucky, and I sell and design wedding dresses. I've been in Orange County for 4 years now.
So you think you've earned the orange dress?
Yes, I did.
You look fabulous. You look fabulous. So it's so great to have you ladies here. Thanks for coming. Christina and I, we went off on this Girl Talk, excursion that we're on here, and it just turned out really well. And we thought we need to bring on, this is season 2 we're already on. And we had Daily Logic, and then we kind of morphed into this Girl Talk thing. Mm-hmm. And now we're at season 2 of Girl Talk. And I said, Christina, you know some fabulous women.
Duh.
Yeah, you do.
Hello.
I said, bring them all on. Let's shoot this shit and let's talk some smack.
For
But
sure.
as they say in the housewife world, which I'm from, let's talk some tea, honey. Bring your sleigh game today. So Christina, we have. Wait, you're a native,
Yeah.
and you're not a native,
Scottsdale, Arizona.
and you're not a native.
Nope.
So how did you get here?
Well,
On a plane?
on a plane.
No shit, Sherlock.
So I moved to LA first. After college, I moved back to Cincinnati. I went to school in South Carolina, and I moved back to Cincinnati. I've always been in bridal. I love bridal, but I just got very complacent in Cincinnati, and I'm like, I need to get out of the state. And my cousins and my aunt and uncle lived in Carlsbad, so I came out to visit, fell in love with California. And then I got a job as the GM of a bridal shop in Beverly Hills, and I flew out.
Wait, so you were involved with a lot of soon-to-be married women.
Soon to be married.
Do you have a trade-in program where when they get divorced, they give you back the dress? Kind of like you can trade in your IKEA furniture or something like that?
The third one is free.
Is it really?
No.
So wait, I would get a free dress? Oh.
Elizabeth, come talk to me.
I thought you
We'll
were
talk off
serious.
camera.
I'm going to get married again. I told Christina, I don't care what anyone says. I'm a marriage.
And when you're there, you're coming to me, and we're going to work this out.
I just, I really, really want to feel, I know that little girl thing where you want to feel beautiful in a dress.
Yes.
And when I wed my ex, that was my second wedding. Well, actually, no. Well, third. Well, anyway, whatever. It was my real wedding, my first real wedding. He didn't want to tell his family. He didn't want to tell anybody we were married, and it was like a secret. And so it was bizarre. So I didn't even have a wedding dress. My girlfriend Natalie said, "You've got to get a wedding dress.
Yeah.
You're getting married in the Bahamas at the secret house, a secret location with secret celebrity people, and no one's supposed to know about this." And I'm like, "What's the point of getting a wedding dress?" So she brought me down to this secondhand store. I bought like this little $800 dress that was on sale, and it wasn't the experience. I didn't know what it was like, but I've heard of these places where women get champagne and they get does that really happen?
Yeah, what I'll do is I'll bring you in when the store is closed. We'll have the whole store to ourselves, and we will find you the perfect dress. I'll design you one if I have to.
Is that what you did, Christina?
Amazing.
What? Well, you mean for my wedding?
Yeah.
I went to the white dress actually in Corona Del Mar. That's where I got my dress from. But I had 2 days of wedding dress shopping. So one was I did it in LA with most of my bridesmaids. So, and yeah, you basically go I made a few appointments at I think I did 4 places in one day. And then, so I saw some dresses that I really loved. You take the pictures.
So you did the whole thing. Did you invite your girlfriends?
Yeah. So all my
I watched
bridesmaids.
Instagram. This seems fabulous.
Yeah.
I didn't get that.
I actually have a lot of photos still, and I still like to look at them from time to time because by the way, I wanted to try on so many different dresses, like even ones that I didn't think I knew I wasn't going to wear, you know? I just wanted to try on the fun, exciting ones, but I also wanted to try the ones that I knew for a fact that were my type of dresses that I was interested in. But I also went with dresses that I knew I wouldn't really care to wear, but it was kind of like an experience because you want to see what you feel the best in, right? So,
Right.
Absolutely.
yeah, exactly.
So is it what you feel the best in, or what your mom likes?
No.
It
What
comes
I
down to
hello.
it really is a feeling.
Me?
And I say this and it sounds salesy, but it's not. Bridal is a feeling. It's not
Yeah.
like going to Nordstrom's, not like going to Macy's and picking out a dress. It truly is, you know, when you put something on and you get emotional. And a lot of times it's not necessarily what you think you're going to like.
Yeah.
It's just it comes down to that feeling because you only have one. Well, now people have two or three. But you'll have 5 or 6.
But I also
none of
have
them
a
white.
great diamond collection. So whatever.
There you go.
Judge me all you want, ladies.
No, you're going to change throughout the course of the evening. I'm going to make sure of it. We're going to have a lot of looks for you.
Okay.
But it's one night, and it's the ultimate form of self-expression. So it not always aligns with what your personal style is.
Yeah.
Do you see that moment when brides come in, and do you see that aha moment for them before they even vocalize it?
That's the reason why I've been doing it for 15 years. I mean, that moment, I cry a lot at my job because when the bride starts crying, I start crying. So
You're getting emotional right now. I see you.
Okay, it's embarrassing. We'll talk about dating.
So wait, are you married?
Me? No.
Oh, you went on a date last night.
I did.
And you're in love now.
Well, let's give it some time. I mean, I fall in and out of love, every day.
Quite frequently.
But
Wait, are you single?
I'm single, but I did have a wedding, and I do know the experience of
Okay.
trying on a dress. You're trying on multiple ones, and then when you find the one that you didn't think you would like, you put it on and you just start crying. You just know, and all your friends start crying, and it's just
Why
like,
do you cry?
just because
I didn't cry.
You feel like it's the one, like you're gonna marry the
Did you
person.
take a bunch of Xanax and you're like, my life? No.
No, it just felt right. It's just
Yeah.
a feeling inside. You can't really
Okay. Okay. And
It's
are you
us.
married or are you not?
I am not married. I'm very single. I will find my husband this year.
Wait, we're all
It's
single?
happening. It's happening.
amazing.
Let's have a
So we're
we
going
should
to
do
happy
that.
hour.
yeah.
Well, when are we doing the singles edition here?
This is singles
Okay,
edition.
Speed dating.
Speed dating.
Oh
Yes.
my
I have
God.
guys coming in right now.
No,
girls.
okay, so see this white behind us back here? We could have guys stand back there with their physique. We could have them naked. We could be like, okay, behind door number 1, and all you can see is his body, his height, and maybe his hair, how
would
thick
be
it
really
is.
There's a show already. Have you seen Naked Attraction? It's a
No.
British reality TV show, and it's exactly what you just described.
Oh, that would be amazing.
So it's a girl, and there are like 5 little like rooms, and the first thing you see, penis, and that's all you see. Everything else,
Wait, they have to stand sideways?
and they're all
Yeah,
they're
yeah. Is
all
there a profile
standing
of
there.
you?
You are sexualizing men.
Oh.
How dare you?
I mean, they do it to us, so
right?
might as well see what they're packing.
No. So wait a second. Have you ever been married?
I've never been married.
So you've been married once or twice or?
Well, I had a wedding, but it was in another country, so it wasn't legal.
Wait, he tricked you?
No.
Oh.
No. We were going to get married. We were trying to buy a house, and then some things
They didn't
happened.
finalize it.
We didn't
I'm confused.
finalize
Tell
it.
me the story. Okay, explain
We went
what
to
happened.
another country. We got married in Mexico. We signed a certificate, but it wasn't legal in the States.
Were you okay with that?
Well, we were trying to buy a house together, and then things started happening in the next couple months.
So you were
and
forging documents in Mexico to buy a house together?
No.
you sign like a ceremonial thing, like for a memory, and like you mix.
Oh, that's legal then.
No, yes.
It's not well because it's another country, but we mixed the sand. We came back. I
Aw.
mean, we had every intention of
Well,
getting
they were
married.
going. They were also trying to finalize the prenup,
The
and that's
prenup
why
because-
it's not. They were just finalizing everything before they legally came and got married in the courthouse. But they had a paper for getting married in Mexico. You get it?
How do you know every single one of your girlfriend's business?
Well,
It's
she's
amazing.
one of my good girlfriends.
I know, but you're good at this.
She is.
She knows.
I have very good memory.
You do. You have like this photo, video memory thing going on.
Yeah, so some things just kind of shifted after the wedding. We came back to, California, and things started changing, and I just was not happy, and so I walked away, and that was kind of it.
All right.
Because it wasn't legal, so I didn't have to go through a divorce and money and all that. So I just
Did you guys live together?
we did.
Okay.
Yeah, so it was hard. It was heartbreaking.
Yeah.
But,
So and how long ago was this?
a year ago.
So you work at the hospital. So you work long hours.
Mm-hmm.
How are So are you a night shift or are you a day shift?
So I worked at the hospital for 8 years. I do outpatient surgery center now. Like I work in the PACU with orthopedics. I also work in plastic surgery. I work in the operating room.
Okay.
That's fun. I know a lot of your friends. I've seen them.
Oh, yes.
But yeah, I mean, it's been great. I worked all during COVID. That was rough.
God bless you.
I had to.
So how is dating when you're working in a hospital? Because you have different hours then. What are your hours
It's
like?
hard. It's like, I mean, it's surgery, so you never know when it's going to be done. Like I'll be scheduled from like 6 to noon, and then it'll go an extra 5 hours, 6 hours, 7 hours. So I never really know my schedule. So it's hard to date.
So if you cancel, you're canceling that date because you're working. It's not like you're canceling because you got another Tinder date somewhere.
Exactly. And it's hard for people to understand that.
Yeah.
I mean,
How long have you been separated?
a year.
A year. So have you been dating for this last year?
A little bit, but not really.
Have we all dated the same guy? Remember last one? We decided we were going to start an app where we could all just log in and see if we're dating the same guy.
Oh, there's an app out there,
Well,
but
there's
I
a
don't want to.
Yeah, there's a
expose
Facebook
it.
page.
We're not
Cash.
supposed to talk about it.
I know.
Oh, okay. Don't talk about it.
So
Don't
we
give
can't
our
really
secrets
say,
away.
but like everybody's stuff is exposed, and men are not.
Ooh, I want you to put my ex's name in there.
Somebody, a
yeah.
guy did try to sue the page.
Yeah, he did.
Well, that's like the dirty. Remember what was the
the
dirty?
dirty Scottsdale.
Gosh.
Yeah.
Every city had one.
So explain what the dirty was, because I don't really know, but I heard.
I vaguely remember it. There was one in Cincinnati.
Passing
I'll
it.
talk
You
about the
got
dirty.
Passing
Okay,
it.
she's like, I got this. I got this.
So the dirty.com was a really big thing when I was in my 20s. And it was really based, the guy was from Newport Beach, I believe.
What was his name? Nick?
Yes. And so he was really based he did Orange County, Las Vegas, and Arizona.
Scottsdale.
Okay, so Scottsdale. So anyways, the dirty.com was basically based Orange County, Vegas, and Scottsdale. And so he would post like people, well, they would shame a lot of girls, but it was also on guys too. It wasn't just girls, it was both. And he would basically just blast people on there, like post pictures of them. If they were fucked up at a club, they were gonna be on there. If a girl was hoeing it around, she was gonna be blasted on there. If there was an old man,
I heard he got beat up a lot.
I don't know about that.
I would imagine
Physically
so.
assaulted?
Yeah, physically assaulted.
Wouldn't surprise me.
And he got stalked and he got death threats and
Death threats, I'm sure, but I don't know about getting beat up. I don't think a lot of people knew who he was. But
he was a
I think
secret society kind of like
no, but he had a lot of friends in
Dirty
high places.
Thank
I
God
think he
that doesn't
hung
exist
out with a
now.
lot of. I know, for example, he hung out with a lot of high rollers and stuff in Vegas.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So all the dirty birdies in Orange County that pretended that they had jobs that actually went to Vegas for fun.
Oh,
and
you
hang
mean
out
like
with
all the
him.
strippers?
All the strippers.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. When I first moved to Orange County, this is no joke. I met this group of girls. Did not know they were all call girls. Like I had no idea. Like I
Who were
literally.
they?
What?
Names. Oh, drop them.
So I'm like going out with them. They all do a bunch of blow. They're all just partying their balls off. I'm like, we're young, we're partying. And everyone's like, why are you hanging out with girls? Those are horrible influences. I'm like, well, they're my best friends. They're my Newport friends. They're like, you need to get the fuck away from those girls because they're all hookers. I'm like, no, they're not. And they're like, yes, they go to Vegas. Oh, you know how she just got her new grill? That's how she got her new grill.
Yep.
She didn't have, she didn't have a job. How did she just get that?
How did she get that Chanel purse?
How'd she get that Chanel purse? How'd she dress like that when she just, she works at she has this job, which doesn't pay. And so I didn't understand it. And I was like, I would go, when I first moved to Orange County, I went to a restaurant and I would just sit at the bar myself. Because in Seattle, in college, I literally studied a lot. I would go to bars. I worked as a bartender. I was also a waitress. So I would go to my restaurants by myself and sit at the bars and not think anything of it. So when I moved down here, I was like, no big deal. So I go to like a restaurant, sit at the bar, and didn't realize all the hookers sat there too by themselves.
We were literally just talking about this.
Hookers.
My biggest fear is being mistaken as a hooker because it's happened. It's happened before.
Yes.
Because I'm so friendly and I go to places by myself. And so I was waiting for a group of my friends at Pendry. I was sitting at the bar alone. And I had just gotten my hair done. So we're talking fresh blonde, like I'm in my Draco Malfoy week, like clear hair. And I'm sitting there and these guys start talking to me. And I literally said, I have a job. Like a real one.
Disclaimer.
It's great. I love what I do. Like screaming, I design wedding dresses.
I have a job.
looking for a husband.
So all the girls on the dirty, like all these guys would date these girls that were actually hookers by night over in Vegas that would be in Newport and act like, oh, my daddy's rich. No, you have a sugar daddy who is rich, not your daddy.
Well, they live
not your
here
family,
and they
your
fly
sugar
to
daddy.
Vegas, don't they? They live here and they fly to Vegas on the weekends and they come back.
Yes, all
Yeah.
the time. But anyway, I didn't know
It's been
this. So
happening for years.
it's been
and years.
happening since I've been here.
Elizabeth, how's your hooker radar now? Do you have a strong
I have a
radar?
hooker radar. Well, actually, I don't because apparently I just hung out with a couple the other day.
Okay, who were they? How do you know?
Oh my god, I was at our new place. That I joined.
Yeah. Okay. We won't name names. I know. What
And we
you're
won't
talking
name
about.
names, but
I
there
know
were
what you're
some
talking
there
about.
that I was
Yeah.
like saying hi to, and I was like,
What do they look like? What are their names? Wait, you guys want to hear a funny story? So I go to Gulfstream one night and I see Megan sitting at the bar by herself, being a fun little girl having dinner by herself. And I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna go scare her right now. And I literally went behind her like aggressively. And I was like, give me all your money. And she literally jumped out of her seat. She got so scared. So scared. I was like, it's just me.
And so that night, I was sitting there and I looked behind me and there's this handsome man. And I like older men. And he was actually like, he looked age appropriate. And so
we might age appropriate. I
he
use that.
looked age appropriate. He was like in his 30s. And I'm like looking back, I'm like, oh my God, he's really cute. Going back. And I said, I know everybody that works everywhere. So it's like, I tell the bartender, hey, Dean, find out that guy's single. And sure enough, like 5 minutes later, the guy walks over to me and we start talking. He's like, I think you're so beautiful. I would love to take you out sometime. We exchanged numbers.
Yeah.
And then I texted him, nothing.
He's probably
Yeah.
married.
A fake number, you think? or-
Probably married.
Probably married.
Married, yeah.
I've got
Okay,
some
so
stories.
wait. You said you like old guys. Tara also likes old
So do
guys.
I.
Can I hear
so
an
now
age?
we're all fucked.
What's an age
But
range?
each
Okay,
other.
how old are you?
I'm 32.
Oh, you guys are the same age. Okay,
Oh, so my older guy is different than your older guy.
yes, go away.
Maybe
So,
not. Maybe
My
not.
age range is like 30 to like 52.
Okay.
Oh, so I like older guys than that.
She likes some really old.
My demographic is 45, still a little young for me, to like 58, 60 to 60.
please.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Come on.
I love an
ex is
older
50.
man.
You know
I can't
it's
tell you
65.
why. My ex was 63.
When she says 60, she means 70.
No, because they have to be a sexy 60. Like the body's got to be rock hard, but a little bit of a belly. I love a belly, a salt and pepper mixture.
Daddy issues?
Absolutely. We all have them.
We all have them. I'm asking which one.
You know, I have mommy issues actually. My dad is my most wonderful
Mommy
man.
issues.
Yeah, but we all got issues, and that's why.
Hey, we all need a sponsor. I mean. So wait.
I love an older man. Why? I
Do you like
couldn't
him
tell
hairy?
you. You know, I don't discriminate
like
against
him-
body hair at all.
See, I don't either.
I really
I don't
like
mind
it.
it.
Actually, can I tell you, I like chest hair. So my
So do
ex,
I.
I made him grow it out. And then this new man that I'm talking to, he shows up at my house the other night, buttons his, we're not going to say any names.
I think I know who he is.
He's in his late 50s. He unbuttons his front button and I see
Does he have a trail to the
I see
treasure?
some chest hair poking out. And he's like,
Oh my God.
he's like, I grew it out for you. I think that is the ultimate term of endearment to me. Grow your hair
Oh
out.
my God. As long as the ball hairs, though, are a little.
I'll take it.
You will?
I'll take
See,
it. As
I
long as I
can't
don't get any
do
strays
ball
in my
hairs.
mouth, I'm good.
I have veneers. It's the worst. I'm just saying.
Doubles as dental floss. It's great.
Oh, wait, Tara, is that when the banging on the wall started?
I don't know what you're talking about. What kind of banging on the wall?
Okay, so first of all, we should talk about how Tara and I
Okay, so
know
explain
each
how
other.
this relationship works.
So Tara and I met each other on Craigslist because so we have an apartment that we rent out, and we always like for girls to live in the apartment just because we feel like they'll take better care of the place, you know. And so I interviewed a bunch of girls, and I met Tara, and I was like, oh, I like her.
And then I closed the deal by buying some of Christina's jewelry.
Yes, she did.
Of course. Yeah.
She's like, oh my God, I love your jewelry. And then like she placed an order. I was like, Rob, I found the tenant. I'm like, here's the girl, you know? So anyways, so her apartment is like it's detached from our house. But so anyways, but this past 4th of July weekend, or it was that week.
Yeah, it was.
During that
Yeah,
week.
yeah.
Is when she had her little friend come over, right?
We had a dance party in my kitchen for an hour and a half, and the banging you heard was the bass. It was the bass.
Are we sure about that?
It was, you guys, because I'm being very picky right now. I haven't slept with anybody since my ex, and I am.
And that was
last weekend, I know, yes. My ex and I separated last year around summertime, and we've had some relapses up until the beginning of this year. And so I'm ready to find my person, but I'm being selective.
Yeah. It's, the environment of dating in Orange County is to be selective is to be at a loss, a negative, because if you look at the ratio of available bachelors that are not married, that are happy with themselves, that don't do a bunch of blow and look like Night of the Roxbury every weekend, you're looking at a negative.
Yeah,
you're like, I'm gonna,
absolutely.
you take the beans and you're like, okay, this one's gay, this one's not gay, this one is tall,
This one has
has mommy issues. You take it all out, you're stuck with like a negative. So then you have to realize, am I a lesbian? No. So now you're fucked. So you're like literally single. I haven't had sex. Because
the dating in Newport is awful. Because
I don't think it's awful. I think their environment of women throwing themselves at them is significant.
Well, and that's why for people that like us who are career women, who have jobs, who are intelligent, we're all beautiful. And men, of course, men love that. But then it's like, oh shit, she has opinions. They want to sit down, shut up woman. Yeah. And that's just not something I'm ever going to be. I want like a partner. And it's hard dating here because the men that I'm attracted to and the men that are attracted to me also are expecting that. And that's just not someone I'll ever be. There are a ton of trophy wives in Newport. Yeah. And, it's just, we're not that type of girl.
Yeah.
But, can I also say something? Okay, so her and I were at the Pendry on Friday night. We were just having a good old time. But, I mean, I'm looking around and literally, I'm like, okay, literally, there's so many guys who are obviously in their late 40s, 50s, and they're literally trying to talk to 20-something-year-old girls. And I'm like, okay, like that's a little crazy to me because a lot of these men that I also know have kids and children, girls, some of them, and I'm like, okay, that is a little weird, okay? Men in their 50s shouldn't be dating a 21, 22, 23-year-old.
But they always are.
Yeah.
And they'll never.
I mean, you just have nothing in common with that girl. Come on.
It's also the norm, but it's the norm here. It really is.
It is, but it's a little weird and gross. And
it's a norm everywhere. I mean, my ex-husband right now, I think he's turning 80 or something like that.
What?
Yeah.
80?
He's
Jesus.
79 now or something. So I dated an older man. I mean, I was broke. I was a jazz singer. I saw a golden opportunity. I wasn't going to be like, no. Sorry, I won't suck your dick.
Like, hi, Daddy.
Oops, I don't know where the hell that happened. But, I also, I think that it's always going to happen. It's just a matter of finding that one gentleman that understands your value. And it may be, like I always said, I'm going to find somebody. I love country boys, meat potato wranglers. I love Yellowstone, the show. If I could transport myself to the center of that universe and find myself a husband that can fucking shuck some corn, I'm in.
There you go.
I won't find that in Orange County. And if I do find it, a bunch of us other women are going to want it. So it's like stand in line. And those men are going to want young breeding baby making women.
No,
not
they
necessarily.
want baby making women.
Yes, they want baby making women.
Not the 50-something-year-olds.
Yes, they do.
Want.
I have so many 50-year-olds that I've met recently want babies.
Those are all.
Can you introduce me to them?
Yeah, she wants a baby.
I have met so many men in their 50s that want babies.
This is good.
It's insane.
So, I'm 33. I think, I look okay for
You
my
look
age.
beautiful.
You look
Yes,
gorgeous.
absolutely.
One of my girlfriends was visiting. She's 23. We're a decade apart. She's great. She's smart. She's a model. I was working, doing my job as a nurse, and she texted me like, hey, we met some guys. We're going to go on a boat. Like, you should come.
We got a boat.
Oh, no.
It's the guys and the damn boats. And I was like, I've been on lots of boats. Like, I'm kind of over boats. But, okay, what's up?
Wait,
like,
really quickly. Was this the weekend when you told me you were going on the boat?
I don't know. I go on boats a lot.
When I was in Vegas for my birthday?
Invite me.
And the
Hello.
truth comes out.
I'm not sure. I don't remember. But
When you were watching Elvis and Charlotte? For me?
no.
Oh, okay.
No.
Because I got a story about those losers. Okay, go on.
Okay, keep going.
So my girlfriend, 23, she's like, you should come join us. We met these guys. They're in their 60s. Like, you should come on. Like, they're inviting us out on their
60's not that old.
Yeah, and I'm like, whatever, that's fine. But she's 23. That could be like that could be their daughter.
That's sick.
My dad's in his 60s. I'm
Granddaughter,
33.
I think, right?
Granddaughter.
Yeah.
So I'm at work. I said, I'll let you know. Like, I'm working. I'm tired, but like, let me know how it goes. She meets these guys. She goes, well, I'm going to show them a picture of you. She shows them my Instagram, and they're like, she looks like she's in her 30s. We only let girls in their 20s on our boat.
What?
She looks her age. I go, are you kidding me? What kind of shallow piece of shit guy? Like, if you're really into young women, there's a local high school down the street. Maybe go like be a predator
Go
and
be
go
a petty,
Go
pick up
pedo,
the
yeah.
high school girls.
Whatever, yeah.
I was like, are you kidding me? Like, I don't need this these 6-year-old guys. It just blew my mind.
That's ew.
So how do we solve this problem? We're getting older. The men like younger. It's always going to happen.
Yeah.
So I think we as a female society have to realize that we can also do the same thing. I want young sperm. I don't want some old fucking impregnating me. I want like young, juicy, healthy sperm.
Yeah.
I want that kid to come out like a Viking. I don't want some like half-ass Weasley thing popping out because the fucking, some sperm was like, the Viagra like barely had it stick. Like Viagra, like, okay, I'm gonna do. It's like,
Yeah.
So can't women change the perception of what we're looking for as well? Like men age gracefully. Well, now we have, thank you, baby Jesus, Ozempic and Mounjaro. Men have Viagra. We have Mounjaro and Ozempic. So you're welcome.
And Botox.
You're
and
welcome,
things.
world.
And Botox.
So it's a fair playing game. I think that we need to be looking for younger men to breed with, even though they don't have money. Now that we all have money now, we all have careers. Okay, so we got to accept this. We're all not going to not have careers. We're always going to have a career. Okay, that's changed. Now we are working women that we want, the equal women people. Now we're all equal. Okay, so now, since we're equal, we can also get young sperm because we can afford those guys. Like, okay, you want to drive a nice fucking car? Fine.
Yeah.
Just shut the fuck up. Don't talk. Get naked when I need you to.
Yeah.
Milk yourself when I need you to.
Milk.
And, we'll take it to the
But my
game.
problem with that is we're all very dominant women. So when you have a relationship like that, I need a space to be feminine. I need a man that will allow me to be
You
feminine.
date an older gentleman, but if you want to breed with somebody, you just tell them what to do. Get it done. Like you don't want an old sperm.
My mother said to me the other day, she goes, Megan, you can always get a sperm donor. I'm like, I'm 32.
Wait, speaking of
People
that,
are doing that.
has anybody watched this new documentary on Netflix called The Man with 1,000 Kids?
Yes.
Oh,
I've seen
I
it.
did. I saw
Yes.
that.
Yes.
Okay.
That guy is
so
a Norwegian or
wait,
no,
it's
Scandinavian.
by the way, yes. He's from like Amsterdam or whatever. Netherlands.
yeah,
but
Netherlands.
anyway, so basically, but it's not just him, by the way. So, because if you finish the whole documentary, like
Yeah, he's got a group of guys that are all trading sperm
well, he
in
was
parking
okay.
lots.
No, they were doing.
They're trying to do sperm roulette.
They were- yeah,
Who could
sperm
get her
roulette.
pregnant?
Well, there was
Okay.
also a doctor in Indianapolis that when people
Oh,
would
well,
come in
that's-
to give their
yes,
sperm,
but that
he would
guy
use
was
his.
sick too. Yes, so he
Yeah.
was basically impregnating women with his own sperm instead of using the husband's sperm, which is crazy. But that guy went to jail. But no, this guy, they were obviously they were able to convict him of like some crimes, but not really because there's really no international rules on like putting somebody
Having
like
too many
we're saying
children.
like he can't. He kept giving his sperm to all these sperm banks, okay? But on top of that, he was in all these like different like groups, like Facebook groups and like, people trying to conceive. And so he was finding people. So let's just say you're a single mom or you're a lesbian couple and you're looking for a sperm
Yeah, there's a lot of
donor.
lesbian couples on there
Yeah,
that
so
wanted
there
a
was.
baby, and they just picked his sperm.
Exactly,
He was
but-
a Viking, had long, beautiful locks, and he would go to their houses and have sex with them.
No, well,
I mean,
yes,
was he
was- so
intelligent or was he just good looking?
How good of a scammer is this motherfucker?
No, he was faking everything, okay? He was faking everything. But by the way,
I only want 5 families that I'm going to give my sperm to.
That's
and
what
it
he was
was
saying.
1,000 or something
no,
crazy.
it's more. They don't even have a real
3,000. Yeah, they don't have real
a real
numbers.
count of how many babies he has around the world because he was basically going around the world. He was going to different sperm banks, and on top of it, like, okay, but so what I was just so interested in the whole situation, I was like, how is he affording to travel this way?
Yeah.
I mean, he was going to Egypt, he was going to Brazil.
Because it was part of his package. They would
well, so no,
pay.
yes, some places.
How much does sperm pay?
So
I think a lot.
no, it's
No, he
not
wasn't
a
getting
lot.
paid a lot.
He wasn't
Oh.
getting paid a lot because so the one place that they really talked about in the end, I guess in Kenya, they look for like white European men and they pay them, and then they basically give them like a 2-week like vacation type of stay. But like one of the guys on a forum was like talking about it, and he was saying how they like milk them like cows, like to
Jesus.
basically get
He
their
said
sperm.
he's like, oh, they milk me like a cow, but
Yes.
it's okay.
I had to do that once.
But by the way, so the funny part about it all
my
is that
career.
these guys are like taking
Yeah.
pride in being able to.
How many babies can they?
How many babies
procreate
can they
in
make?
this world? Yeah.
And so, I mean, this guy knows like what he's doing is wrong because the problem is incest, right?
Eventually,
So,
right?
Eventually, yes.
especially
exactly.
because where he first started doing it
Well,
in
look
the
at London.
Netherlands, there was people that were like finding out about each other that they've used this same guy. And so like these families started to meet, the kids were meeting, and they were all like kind of looking alike. And
They started liking each other. I guess the little kids started being like,
They just-
I'm in love with that one. And the
they
parents are
adapt
like,
to each other because there's
Yeah.
like that blood
Yeah.
The
resemblance
DNA
or
bond,
whatever
right?
it's called. And so they like tend to like attach to each other really quickly, you know?
But I think that the main issue what you're talking about is that men are they want to breed. They want that, women are, I mean, we have babies, so we keep this whole world going by bearing these babies, right? So what I was saying before all this is that we are in pole position here, ladies. We have the uterus. We have the ability to procreate. So do you pick an old, rich sperm to take care of you, or to so that you're taken care of? Or you pick a young one that you have to take care of that actually is probably a healthier sperm. Who knows what the sperm is, right? I don't know if there's old sperm or young sperm, but what kind of sperm do you pick? We don't look at it that way. They look at it, when they look at us, that's how they look. They look at a young woman like, okay, she has young ovaries, she's gonna have a lot of kids. They literally look at us that way. We don't. We're like, I'm in love. Oh, he loves me. Oh my God, flowers and Tiffany. But it's like bullshit. They're looking at it like, so when you get older, you're no longer that breeding, that mentality of I can bear children, I can do all this stuff. So how do we change that in society? We have sperm banks, we have all the stuff that we can do without them. How do we as an aging generation accept that we are aging and that men are always going to want young women to make ourselves okay with it? How is there any way? There's no way we can change it.
I don't know.
We just always are going to feel bad that they want the
successful,
20-something-year-old woman.
Don't ever have to rely on a man. Be able to support yourself and your own child. And like, I don't know. The whole thing with men wanting younger women. I mean,
But by the way, I think there comes a time and point in a man's life, and even if they've had those, okay, obviously we're talking about more like wealthier men who obviously feel like they can get the younger girl or whatever.
Well, you can
right?
have a daddy or yeah.
But even those people, I mean, they're going to get to a certain point where, okay, they feel like,
They're babysitting.
At the end of the day, you want to find somebody exactly. Or, if you're going to marry somebody so much younger and you're 60 something years old, there's going to be a big life difference, okay? The younger girl is going to want to go
You're
out
gonna
and do
have
all
grandkids
this.
that want to come over, and she's gonna want to have
You don't
her
have anything in
siblings or
common.
the grandkids.
Yeah. Listen, exactly like you said, you're not going to have a lot of in common, And by the way, as time goes by, even men, like when they get to a certain point, they want to have a life partner. They want to have somebody they can share everything with. It's not just going to be about like, oh, let me fuck a young girl, Things change, but they have to get
Thanks,
to a certain
Viagra. It might be.
I think it's
They have
not,
to get to a certain
we're
point.
asking it as what we can do and what as women, what are we doing wrong? But I think that we need to look at the men because why do the men feel so inept and inadequate that they have to date a younger woman to feel special? Someone that's going to like beef up their ego, someone that's going to hype them up. Whereas we're at a point where we're going to call them out and help them to be better.
But is it ego is why they date younger women, or is
I
it
think so.
procreation? I always thought it was procreation.
I think it's more ego.
I think it's more ego.
Really?
I do
It's
think
ego,
so.
but I also think it's a little
Really?
bit of Peter Pan syndrome. Okay, I mean,
But where does that come from though? That's ego.
yeah, for sure, it's ego
Yeah.
in that. But okay, so 4th of July.
Oh,
My girlfriend was in town, okay, from Vegas, and so we went out, and we went to this guy's party that she was invited to. And by the way, he's like 48, okay. So we get there, and he lives on the Strand. Literally, I mean, everybody there was from 21 or 20 to 24 years old. And by the way, I'm sorry, but I would just like to say these girls don't dress nice. They don't take care of themselves. They're very sloppy. And so if this is what these guys want, they can sure as hell go ahead and have it. I mean, for
But
me,
you
if
know
I
that
was
they're
single,
going to
I'd
be
be
with
like,
sloppy, and then we're going to be the other second.
yeah, but
It's
I'd
gonna
be
be
like,
disgusting.
that's fine,
That's the
bro.
problem.
Like if I was single, I'd be like, go for it. If that's what you like, then have it all.
But that's so telling though. It's like do we want to be with men who find that attractive?
Yeah, why would you?
I would
yeah.
never anyway.
Yeah.
Well, what I mean is, okay, what I also found out is men will put their dicks in anything. I did not know this.
I didn't know that either.
I didn't realize. So I used to feel
Arnold
bad. with,
Schwarzenegger.
this guy I was dating.
His nanny,
Yeah, I felt bad.
Gross.
I felt insecure with like a certain angle having sex, or I feel like, oh my God, maybe I should, I always felt bad. And then somebody told me this, like they'll fuck anything. So then I was like, why do I feel bad the way I look? If my nipples want to face, they don't, but like sideways, then I'm sure they'll still fuck me. So who cares?
Yeah.
So I literally just started giving up. And so I thought to myself, when I became single recently, I'm like, I'm just going to be single and take care of me. And when I'm ready to open the wings of glory and fly free, I will. But it's like, what?
Such an expression. I love it.
It's like, you hear me roar. But seriously, like I will be ready when I'm ready, and then I'll enjoy it. Instead of feeling like I need to impress you, I want to enjoy it. I don't want to sit there and go, oh my God, what does he think of me? Do you think I'm fat while I'm fucking him? Well, he's making me fuck him on top. It's like, okay, dude, here, turn around.
Also, you're going to be your happiest version of yourself in a relationship when you love yourself the most.
Yes.
Right now, I'm obsessed with myself. I love going out by myself. I don't need conversation from others because I fill my own damn cup up, and that's power.
Yes.
And that is, it took me over a year to get to this place, but I'm relishing in it. And when I go out, I swear these men smell it and they come up to me, and it's like an
as long as they
animalistic
don't
thing.
smell anything else, we're pretty
Yeah,
good.
no, they're smelling the pheromones, the chemistry, and so that's power.
Yeah, I agree. And that I agree with, because for me though, I feel it works opposite. You are beautiful and you're sexy and you're young. I'm more older and I'm more been there, kind of like, you call me harder. And so I went through a really harsh divorce, and my power is I've worked really hard to be successful on my own. I still don't have a settlement from my ex-husband. And so I've done everything on my own. So I've earned it. And am I going to let you in my life just to fuck with me? No. This is my world and I'm living it. I'm going to be the best me and I'm going to live for me right now. And I don't think a lot of them like that. So I sort of just said, look, I'm not going to date because I'm not mad. I'm not mean, but I don't want them to have to afford me. Like, that's not who I am. I just want you to be secure enough to be with me.
Absolutely.
Is that too much to ask? And, it's hard to just, they smell, it's Beauty and the Beast, right? And you don't know, when I walk in a room, I feel like I'm a little overwhelming, my stench. Not stench, but my stingent, my pungent.
Your glory.
My glory. And so I try to dumb down myself and do dumb. I literally try and do dumb.
I don't like that.
yeah.
And I can't. And
You have such a presence, Elizabeth. You really do. And
thank
you
you, but-
deserve a man who's going to love you and appreciate you for who you are, and really just like relish in that. You
strong
do.
something, man. I don't know what I'm gonna
Well,
find.
he needs to
but
be very secure.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, I feel like a lot of the men here are not that way. I don't want this to be like a bashing on like men in Newport thing.
But it is because
But it is.
But also, if you think
I've
about
got
it,
stories from the
yeah,
hospital.
if you think
We
about
love
it,
you, boys. Don't get us wrong. We are all going out after this, and we fully expect you to hit on us.
Yes. We hope to see you there.
At the pantry.
I will
this
show you my
weekend.
toes because there's apparently toe fetishes in Orange County.
all sorts.
Crochet. What do you need?
All of us
Yes.
got cute feet. Get
We
ready.
all got cute feet. Yeah, show your toes. Show your toes,
Yes.
ladies. Show your toes. Peyton,
But
are you
working as
happy?
a nurse, I mean, it's hard in Newport because we already have like a stereotype of men and how they are, and they want young women, and a lot of them are successful. They've got boats, they've got all their things. But
Yeah.
working as a nurse and watching men on their deathbed and seeing them have different women coming in and
God.
telling us as nurses to don't tell my wife that my younger girlfriend's coming in and I'm taking calls and pretending like the wife didn't call. And it's like, you're on your deathbed and you're still cheating on your wife and you're still having
Wait,
other-
they're in the hospital
They're
on
in
their
the hospital
deathbed,
on
and
their
their
deathbed.
girlfriends and their wives are rotating?
That's a real
That is
player.
So I've
wild.
seen, like,
Yeah.
I've experienced it myself being out and single and dating, but then I've seen it in, like, as in
It's
my
Viagra.
profession.
That's a real.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
a true player for
You
real.
should see
True player for
when
real.
I'm having to take care of really older men that are in, like, their 80s.
Are you kidding me?
And they, like,
This
pop
is amazing.
full-on boners when I'm
Ew.
in the room. Like, it's disgusting. Like, you're 80 on your deathbed, and I'm, like, trying to, like, I have to do a catheter. But still, like, you're getting aroused
It's
by...
kind of amazing.
Like in
It's
your
sick,
80s,
but it's
and they're
amazing.
not on Viagra because they've been hospitalized for weeks.
And
They're
they
not
still
take-
can get it up?
Yep,
Guys can get it up in their 80s?
love
they're
that.
disgusting. It's disgusting. I'm like,
I love it.
I'm about to
Come on,
insert
ride
a
that train.
catheter into your penis, and
You
you're
barely thrust those hips.
I mean, it makes it easier for me. Your dick's hard and straight, and I can just stick it straight in.
You have to do that?
Yeah,
And they have a hard on?
it's easier when they have a hard.
No wonder you have trouble dating. It's like, what do you do for a living?
But like, I see men on their deathbeds.
What are you doing
like,
to me? You're like,
still being shady. Like, you're still shady on your deathbed.
ladies, shiny, happy people,
stuff.
enough about this whole dating old guys, floppy skin, saggy balls, whatever else we got going on. Let's talk about you being single and what type of guys you're dating right now. Because you've been single a year. For a year?
I've been single a year. We had a few relapses with the ex.
What do you mean relapse? What does that mean?
You go back.
yeah.
We,
It's comfortable.
you know, the intimacy was so on point and just so fulfilling that I needed more. I needed more.
So why didn't you
Me
guys
too.
stay together?
He's much older than me. There wasn't longevity there. I want to be someone's forever partner, and there would have been a reset button at some point because of his age.
How old is he?
He was 63. I'm 33.
Yeah.
When I met him, I was 29. He was 60. And these are my best years. So I can't be giving my best years to somebody that I'm going to have to start over with.
Because you want a family.
10 to 15. I don't know if I want a family. I would be a great second wife, by the way, with someone with small kids.
Second wife is great.
I'm going to just slide into that position here shortly.
Yes.
But you know, we had a beautiful relationship, beautiful love, the kind of love that you go out for every weekend searching if you're single. And it just became time for me to start thinking about my forever person.
Yeah.
It was a difficult choice, but I still love and respect him. When we see each other around town, I still feel very great and have
that's
good
good.
memories. Him, not so much, but that's okay. We'll get there.
Yeah.
I saw him actually at Cassidy's when I was on a date with somebody, and
At
At
Cassidy's?
catch a disease?
Cassidy's.
You had Cassidy's?
Oh, catch a disease.
The classiest.
Were you going for a burger?
The classiest place
going
in
for a
Newport.
burgers.
Wait, what's
They have the best
Cassidy's
burgers.
has the best
The best-
burgers
and
and
hot
hot
dogs.
dogs. County.
Okay. What you do is you go with somebody and you get a burger and you get a grilled cheese with bacon and avocado and you split it. And you get half a burger and you get a half a bacon grilled cheese. It is the most amazing meal ever, and it's like $10.
What are you doing tomorrow?
Want to go to Cassie's after this?
Yes, love that.
Should we go to Cassidy's after this? Where are we going right now for a burger?
We're
I've
all
been eating for
going
like a
out.
week. I'm trying to be skinny.
It's working. It's working.
Okay, so wait. So but are you have you dated any older men, younger men? What is it?
I'm talking to a few older men right now. I just love an older
where'd you
man.
find them?
shocked.
Again, they can sniff me out and they approach me. I go out by myself. I'll go sit at a
Do you
bar.
wear lingerie, or what do they like about you? Is it because you're sexy and hot in bed? You just,
Honestly,
like, ride the wild
She's
pony?
sitting by herself at Pendry.
I go out in like a Lululemon sweats outfit sometimes, and I don't know what it is.
Oh.
What I think it is it's the confidence, you guys.
Yeah.
the other night, that was not a Lululemon sweat outfit that I went out in. That was a very horse dress, but
Which one,
it
the
was
white
great.
one?
It was great, yeah.
Okay, so a few weeks ago, she was like,
I call him scorish because you're going to score something.
There we go.
a few weeks ago, she was like, I'm going to go have a date night by myself and I'm going to go sit at a bar and I'm going to have a dirty martini. And I was like, well, I said, if you want to come meet us out, we're going to go to A and then probably Shamrocks, you know? So, and then of course, around like 10:30 p.m., like Tara walks in. By the way, I always invite her out and she never wants to show up anywhere. But this particular night, I was like, oh, cool, she showed up. And she walked in there and just went straight to the bar, and next thing you know, she's sitting next to this older man who looked like Jack Nicholson and was talking to him, you know?
Yes.
And anyway, so afterwards, we all go to Shamrocks, and Jack Nicholson and her come over there too.
I thought he was gay, you guys. I thought he was gay. And so as I sat down, I'm
He
always...
played the gay.
That's because you had way too many martinis.
He played the gay card first.
He wore these red glasses. Like,
red and black frames.
You know, like something out of that 70s show.
Like Elton John?
Yes. Yes. And he also had a little bit of a feminine presence to him. And so here I thought, okay, great. He's going to be a wingman for me tonight. Let's go. And then he starts hitting on me and I look at him and I say, aren't you gay? And he says, no. And I said, so you like women? And he said, yes, I'm heterosexual.
You're like, I'm shocked.
And then I follow up with, but do you like to hard? You guys, mortified. Who am I? I have no idea. But I said that to a random stranger.
Because you thought he was gay. That's why. It's okay to say that to gay guys.
And that's a validating question. Do you like to hard? And he said, I like to make love. And I was like, you're gay.
Oh, man.
Coda's mad at these questions.
He
Coda.
wasn't gay.
Yeah, he's not happy about
Coda.
this. He's a good boy.
He was like trying to follow her out of the bar, and I was like, stop.
Christina saved me that night, you guys.
I did.
I woke up.
I always save my friends leaving Shamrocks, you know, because there's always some sort of dirty man or boy trying to take a drunk girl home. And I was like,
Oh, yeah.
no, stop.
Gross.
I
Where's
haven't-
Shamrock at?
You've never been to Shamrock?
You've never been to Shamrock?
Where do you go, Elizabeth?
On a
BMW.
Saturday? Oh, it's the
Balboa Bay
best.
Club.
Friday.
It's the best.
I love Fridays.
I have an interesting story from Shamrock.
Tell us.
So
Where is that?
It's right across like the Whaler and stuff, you know, on
yeah,
the
oh
PCH.
yeah, across the street from the Whaler. The
Oh,
dealership.
next to Duffy Support.
Yeah,
Yes.
right before there.
Yes,
before
yes,
there. Right
yes.
next to
Duffy, and there's a wig
Guacamigos.
shop.
Yes,
Yeah,
and then
yeah,
it's like
exactly.
the house, and
The
then like,
house
yeah.
is right there.
Right by
Yes.
Guacamigos, exactly.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a little old.
And that's a divey place that
yeah, it's a
has
dive
music,
bar. We
right?
love it. Yes, exactly. The bands play there on the
Okay.
weekends. The
It's
drinks
a
are
vibe.
cheap
Closed
and the
down.
vibes are
Yeah.
awesome.
Nope.
Yeah.
Oh.
Still going
amazing.
strong.
Okay. I thought they closed down in COVID.
No,
For
okay.
some
So
weird
by
reason.
the way,
Anyway.
I feel like there was a point that, okay, so Rob always loved to go there. And I used to be like, why? Like nobody goes here. But so then I think in the last 2 years, every time we go to A or whatever, I started to get everybody to go back to Shamrocks. And it's become a thing. Now everybody almost
You're the trender factor of Shamrock.
I
Shamrock should be
mean,
paying you as a
I
as a
think they
mascot.
should.
We love
Yes,
to start
they
here.
should
We love to
actually.
start here, and we love to end here.
Yes.
Yes.
when it comes to a night
You know,
out.
Newport people crack me up. It's like everybody in the world wants to pretend they're rich. Newport wants to pretend they're poor. It's like you guys are stupid.
So true.
There's another bar her and I love.
Which one's that?
The Alley.
The Alley.
Oh, do you like the
So
Alley?
the Alley it's a restaurant, but I'm like I look at it as like a classy dive bar where you can still get a martini, but it's
And really good
wrapped.
food.
Yes.
But do you meet men there?
No, that's not why we
The
go.
last time I was at the Alley, I met a bartender I used to hook up with.
I was with you.
Then I threw him with me on an airplane. I bought him a truck.
By the way, I saw him too. I saw him last night.
Wait, Elizabeth, you threw him out of an airplane?
Oh yes.
Oh, this story is insane.
Oh my God.
Story
I love
time.
it.
Yeah.
Tell us the story.
So I meet this. So I'm, I'm just super bored with my marriage, and I'm like, and he's got all these girlfriends, and it's just like, dude, I can't deal. So I'm out in New Orange County because that's my territory, and I'm like, okay, and I see this bartender, and I'm like, well, I don't do the bartender thing because I'm like, I success in numbers for them, and mine's just pick one and done, right? So I picked him, one and done. We end up getting hammered for a week. I then throw him in a limo, drive him to San Diego. Well, I want to see if he can hang with me. Literally throw him fucking straight out of an airplane to go skydiving.
Oh my God.
Get him back. He's still with me. I fucking have a VIP limo, full service. I take him shopping. I'm like, okay, this cool. Okay, this guy can hang.
Holy cow.
He can drink. I thought we both drank each other at the table, and then I brought him back. And then what was my last part of the story? Oh, I bought him a Tonka toy truck.
Yeah.
You bought him a what?
I like those
Elizabeth, I
white
want a new
trash,
car.
big trailer park. You know the
Like the Riverside guy type of trucks?
Well, see, I used to
Like
like
a Ford
that.
F-150?
Yeah.
No, he
909ers?
liked that truck. So
Okay.
I went there with him, negotiated
909.
a contract for a truck with him, put a down payment, and then it didn't work out. So then I was like, it was so much fun, and I never saw him till the other night. We were together, and I'm like, oh fuck, there he is.
What night was this?
Damn.
Can we edit this out, Luke? Is there a way to edit that part out?
Sorry.
Wait, one more question before we edit it out. How was the sex? I mean, if you're buying
No, it
him
was just
things, and
no, we didn't have sex that night.
They didn't
again.
have sex, yeah.
But in the past, I mean, I think that sex is a very important part of it, and it was very worth it. So he passed the.
But is it his penis or is it his mouth that makes you happy?
or is it his hips?
Or
the
is
way
it
he
both?
thrusts?
You know what actually made me really happy about this one is he's funny as fuck, and I like comedy.
Yeah.
And he doesn't take things seriously. I like when guys don't take things seriously. Like it's like they're serious in their life, but they're funny.
Yeah.
Right? He's
Yeah.
got a great dick. He's got a good personality. He knows how to kiss, which is a huge part
yeah.
for me. If you can kiss, like that's golden. Like what kind of car do you
Like you don't want this.
No.
I don't want
don't
the
want the
sloppy, weird
Or
shit.
You've been on that.
a vacuum sucker where it's not only coming out, it's
No,
sucking
you
you
want a
in.
vacuum sucker down there.
100%.
You don't want one up here.
No,
Yes.
no, not
Change
at
the
all.
nozzle when
Yeah.
you're up here versus down here.
Elizabeth,
Go downtown.
you know who you need? We need to find you like a rich dairy farmer.
Oh, that's brilliant.
Listen, I gotta tell you a story. I was at Coachella and I met a farmer.
Yes.
He was 7 foot tall. Everyone introduced me to him.
Giant.
Jesus.
He came into my master suite. I met him, and I've been trying to find him again ever since.
Did you milk him?
He's probably.
I didn't milk him.
He's
No.
probably one of my cousins. I only have
He's
87 of them.
so handsome. I gotta find this farmer.
Kentucky.
He's a farmer.
It's probably from he is probably your
Give me
cousin.
3
take you guys
pieces of
to Kentucky.
information about him: hair color, name, and
I don't have his number. I don't have his name. I don't know who he's friends with. I know his one friend. That's it. And I've never been able to find him since. And
But
I'm
you
gonna
tickled
milk
his
that
pickle.
cow.
We'll be able to find him.
You tickled his pickle.
He came in we talked. He's like, God, I love this.
He
You're my
tickled
kind
his
of gal.
pickle.
He had a little accent. He's all big and juicy.
Oh,
I'm like,
the accents get you.
She went
I mean,
hard too on him.
I love a good country accent.
oh my God. But he's with 2 other country guys and whatever. He was just amazing. But anyways, like kind of weird too, which I like. I like a little weird. I don't like so super like cookie cutter. That drives me crazy.
Boring.
So anyway, if you guys find a 7 foot weird farmer walking around
7?
Newport,
Let's go
he's
on.
mine.
Let's go on the
He's
prowl tonight.
mine.
Claimed.
If you're done with him, pass him on. Take one down, pass it around. Okay.
So wait, you know he
99
lives in
farmers on the
Newport?
wall. What?
Does he live in
lives
Newport?
I don't
Yeah.
know anything about
okay.
him. He
Oh,
came
so
to
the
my
country is
Coachella
open.
house. No, he lives.
The United States is all open. He could be
No,
anywhere.
he apparently lives here part time. Because he asked me, how do I not know you? We have so many mutual friends. I know he said that.
Have you watched television?
Oh, well, I mean, anyway.
My internet sleuthing
Maybe
skills
we need to
are
put it on the
high.
show, Who
Just
Wants
2
to
pieces
Date a
of
Farmer?
information. Okay, so he has a friend and he splits his time here part time. I just need one more little nugget to go.
And
off
he
of.
was the alpha of the group. The guys all were like, he's the alpha.
Okay.
He would walk in, they had all like, so it was like, okay, who is this person? And then when they were to leave, they were waiting for him. He was talking to me and they wouldn't leave without him. Like they were like patiently waiting.
We're gonna find him.
I
Just get a
know.
pair of
You
overalls
guys-
ready by your
if
bedside.
University of Newport Beach can find me this farmer.
Farmer, we're looking for
I play
you.
the accordion really good.
Show us your skill.
What's your selling point? Is the
My selling
the
point,
accordion?
yes.
You were
Bust it
sucking
out.
on that saxophone pretty good
I
earlier
can
too.
suck on a sax.
Please
yes.
do
Stop
favorite.
looking at me, Coda.
Oh my God, play it. Play it, please.
like,
I
Mom,
would
We found you
Get
a
what?
ready and willing man.
He's so mad. He is so mad. You're not finding a man.
Yeah, he's like, no more men. No more men.
Go on a walk afterwards.
Aw.
Yeah.
Okay, so who are you dating?
Nobody.
Have you dated?
Briefly, but like I got the ick from every single guy. Like
Why? What?
just I don't know.
So when we get an ick, is it because what gives us the ick? Because
'Cause they
we're all
ick.
looking for something different. But think about it. I get the ick too a lot.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like, is there something I think about my expectations, right? Is it the ick of the fact that every man has access to so much porn and so much pussy, and if they fake that they have money, they have even a larger Rolodex. Because I want you to know they all fake like they have
Yeah.
money,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So they all flex.
Yeah.
So is the flexing what the ick is, or is it just the ick in general?
The ick is a lack of respect, in my opinion. So it's when you stop respecting a man, and then all of a sudden all these little like tiny nuances like piss you off, or like you're like, ooh, I hate that. Whereas before they were like, you thought they were like cute and charming, and then once you lose respect for somebody, it's like, oh, he does this and it's horrible. Like one would be like snoring. It's like going to bed with somebody, and you adore them and they snore. It's like, oh, it's like a sign that he's alive. And then it's like,
a sign that he's alive. He's a big co-core. You're like, oh my God, he's fucking alive. I don't have to go to the hospital tonight.
and he's still breathing.
He's not dying on my real estate. Sweet.
We do like older men.
That's a score.
We do like older men.
Oh God.
Oh my God, did you do this? And you're like, you see like the breath.
I watch to see if their chest is rising at night, just to make sure.
I kick him and wake him up. And then pretend like I have a spasm.
So, but what is it? Like, what is the ick?
I think for me the ick is like when I met my ex, my mom had just passed away from cancer. He showed up a week later. I escaped for years with him, traveling all over the world, and like so the expectation of other men to like help me escape and have fun and be spontaneous and amazing sex, like it's just not there. I don't want to keep comparing because it's not healthy, but he was like the person to help me like get over losing my mom to brain cancer.
Okay, so then should we stop having expectations of longevity and just have expectations of two-year terms, like term relationships and term marriages, and give up on longevity?
Well, no, I mean, just
she said she had great sex and for 2 years. So maybe our expectations are longevity when really, if we lose that expectation of longevity, we actually are super fucking happy because you were happy for 2 years.
Well, the best sex of my life was with my ex.
That's what I'm saying. So maybe our
didn't want
expectation
to have
of longevity
sex.
is the wrong expectation.
No, but
I
I
care
think
less to have sex with anybody
But
else.
I think what she's also trying to say is that they had a great chemistry and relationship, but she all of a sudden was like going to all these fun places with them and doing all these like cool things that she didn't get to do with other people. So, longevity is something she wants. She wants to be in a long-term relationship. She would like to get married again and stuff. So it's not like she wants to be single and be,
Hell no.
just
You
going
know
out
me.
and meeting
I'm not
randoms
out
or
with
whatever.
random dudes. I stay home most nights.
yeah.
I read
No.
books. I'm like a grandma. It's like it's like a running joke.
Until
but like,
she's in crochet.
But
I'm in crochet reading my books on psychology.
But my logic behind this illogical behavior, in my opinion, is that there should be term marriages, there should be term relationships, there should be term everything. Because right now, the longevity of life, we don't have one job for 50 years like our parents or grandparents. We have 50, we have 20, So why should our marriages be the same? You're going to have the starter wife, the midwife, and the hospice wife. There's 3 different types of wives.
Right.
So why are our expectations of that longevity, but that's an unrealistic expectation.
I think because we're women and we have like emotions, and men, our brains are just wired so differently.
We are wired differently, but I'm trying to tell you to solve our problem of being disappointed. To solve that disappointment, maybe we should stop thinking of longevity as an expectation, and we should limit it to term longevity.
Yeah.
do you guys
Releasing
think?
expectations.
They have term marriages. You have a term lease. You have term house payments, mortgages. You have your dog's only 10 years. Why is a husband for the rest of your fucking life?
Yeah.
You really want to lick that ass for the rest of your life? Those are terms.
I know.
Okay,
You have to have standards.
They don't have
It's-
You got
and
terms.
I went all over the world with him, Michelin restaurants on cliffs in Portugal and private jets. And it's not all about money, but that really helped distract me from losing my mom. I'm an only child. I have no siblings.
But you got used to a certain lifestyle or whatever, dating somebody with, and then so you now have certain expectations. So if you're gonna try to go from that to something else, it's gonna be a little bit of a difference, and you're not gonna be as excited.
It wasn't just money and lifestyle. Like the sex was amazing too. So it's like we're in like these amazing countries, like having the best sex of my life. So it's hard.
Something you might be holding on to too is that he helped you grieve. He helped you through that mourning process, and that is such that's something you're always going to hold near and dear to your heart. Is how he helped you through that.
Yeah,
and that you got to release that.
Yeah, that is, you're gonna hold on to
and
that.
no other guy
that.
will have been there for me in that time and seen me. Like he was there when I'm crying over my mom, and like no other guy's gonna experience that with me. I've healed.
Transitional love is they call it rebound love, regardless if it's a rebound of a marriage or a traumatic experience, it's rebound love.
Yeah.
And it lasts 2 years, 2 to 3 years. And you went through that.
Yeah.
And that's a term love relationship that, what I'm hearing you say is that you had this amazing experience. So why as women do after we break up with that experience, we get bitter and pissy? Like my ex-husband and I broke up. It was time. My term was over. I knew it. His term was over.
Yeah.
I said, you know what? I'm stepping up to the plate here, the batter's box, and I'm gonna hit a home run. I ain't gonna let his fucking term be over, my term be over, and his term keep going. Fuck you.
Yeah.
So I divorced well. But, I accepted the fact that my term was over when he was giving his new girlfriend, his new lover, more jewelry than me, more love than me. My term was over. Doesn't matter. My term was over. I can't fight it. That's what's going to happen.
But you didn't go into it thinking that it was going to be a term relationship. Did you think it was your forever?
Sure.
Because
No. I knew his term.
You did?
Okay. From the beginning, I was going to marry him a certain amount of time. I didn't want to be a hospice wife.
So you
I'm a hopeless
went down the
romantic.
same path that I went, but you just knew that there was going to be an end.
I knew there was going to be an end. I already knew it. And I'm being honest on this podcast because I knew I was not forever because he was not a forever person. I met him and 5 years later found out he was married. Oh, wow. So then if you're married and saying you're divorcing, I'm getting a divorce. It's not, she doesn't live with me. It's a bunch of lies. That's going to happen to me. Yeah. So I knew that there was a term to this marriage. Even though it was a 20-year term, my tenure was very, very
well done.
Thank you. I feel like I deserve like a gold gold medal. Yeah. But I knew, and so then I look at today's society, women being disappointed, and how we can make the female society happier as we age, and that is we have to understand that everything is a term, and I keep stressing that, and it's like. Younger, you're going to think forever. But as we get older and smarter, you're going to want forever love. In our guts, we want forever. We want to be the only one. Yeah. But we're not. But also, I think that, being a single woman today in Orange County, we have better prospects than any other county.
Yes. Do we?
In this, yes.
Yeah.
We are blessed.
They're just not at A and Rothschild.
Oh God, where are they?
Or the
They're
working
and expect to find a husband.
They're working, running their companies. They're not out trying to meet young girls. Like they're busy men. Like the successful good guys.
And you don't want to find a married one. You don't want to find.
Listen, I actually think there's a lot of like divorced people. If you're trying to date older, anyways.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of people who do divorce and they're looking for their significant others. Yeah. But so there's men out there. You just have to find them.
And a lot of people got married young. They got married out of high school.
Sure.
And
then it doesn't work out.
They married their college sweetheart, and then it doesn't work out. Great men, but it just didn't work out with their partner. So I'm waiting for those people to get divorced.
You're waiting for the next wave.
You're like, I probably sold your wife a wedding dress.
I sold your wife a wedding dress.
Oh well.
Okay, so we're gonna play a little game right now because we're gonna brighten this mood up.
Yeah.
Speaking of like old retired dead
Positivity.
people. So Christina has some questions. You guys are gonna have 5 seconds to answer. She's gonna go down the line.
Yeah.
And then you're just gonna answer them, and then that's it.
Okay.
Here.
Position myself here. All right. Okay, I'm gonna ask the questions to all of you guys. Okay.
But one person answers 5 seconds.
I'll start with
5 seconds.
Megan. One life hack that you know. That's a good one.
I'm at a loss. I don't know.
Any life hack?
Pass.
Anything you know?
Pass.
All right, pass. We'll come back to you.
I don't know. I travel a lot, so I always like to pack extra underwear because you never know, like, what happens. So pack some
Can you
extra
hear her? Is she-
panties.
Can you move your mic up, hun? There we go.
One life hack is if you're traveling a lot.
Don't down the mic.
If you like to travel,
penis. It's
bring
not a
extra
penis, Kaylee.
panties because things happen and it's nice to have extra underwear on you.
Okay, got it. Next.
All right, my life hack. I cook, I clean. I'm looking for the ring. When you Swiffer the floor, you take the Swiffer pad off, and before you throw it away, you wipe the baseboards down. Fiscal, saving
Amazing.
product.
Nice.
Whoa,
Okay,
there
that's a
we
good
go.
one.
That's a
Okay,
real
so did you
life
come
hack.
up with
I
one yet?
did. If you can't tone it, tan it.
Okay. Got it. Good one. Okay.
Okay, so this is one of my favorite ones. Okay, so
Oh,
we're gonna
geez.
we'll start with Tara this time. Who is your celebrity hall pass?
Is this a male or a female?
Well,
Doesn't
shoot.
matter.
Yeah.
Celebrity hall pass.
Anybody?
Margot Robbie. And I'm not a lesbian, but damn, she's just so sexy, and she's my age, and she makes me feel a certain way.
Oh,
really? You like her?
all
I was
right.
like, I would be a lesbian.
Well, we're gonna be a quiet woman
My
later.
hands are very steamy right now.
Okay.
Matthew McConaughey.
Oh, that's mine.
Good one.
He's so sexy.
Hot.
Mine would be either Joe Burrow or JJ Watt. I love football.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
We got, hey, the football thing. Christina, isn't your football guy?
What?
Your football guy? Who's your football guy?
No. I don't have. Oh, Tom Brady.
Tom Brady.
Tom Brady.
He's too skinny.
Do you watch
Is
the
he?
roast
Way
on
too
repeat
thin. Yeah.
just to get
Oh,
your
that
fix?
was
No. Because you know,
His face doesn't move. He's had so much work done.
Oh my God! Stop hating on him. He looks so
Tom Brady
good.
looks weird to me. I don't
He
know.
does.
He doesn't.
It's all
You guys are
work.
all haters. Anyways, next. Leave him alone. Stop talking shit about my other husband.
Future
baby.
Other husband.
All right, let's do this. Feminine man or a masculine man?
Oh my, masculine man, absolutely.
Masculine alpha male, yeah.
Masculinity, baby. I want someone to treat me like they are gonna take care of me, and that can be in multiple facets.
Yeah.
Like they're sawing down that trunk.
Like they're gonna chop down a tree, and
Chop down that
I'm that
tree.
wood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've always
Okay.
said my type is big hands and a thick neck. Like if you look like a thumb, then I definitely want to date you.
Okay. Next.
Okay, hairy man or a shaved man?
Give me that hair, baby. I'll take it. I'll take it from the toes
I like
to the
the hair.
brows.
I like hair.
I know you do.
Love the hair.
Okay, I'm going to chime in on this one.
Yeah.
Hair, the better.
Yeah.
I want full on fucking
Manly.
Rubbing it through your
gorilla.
fingers like on their chest. It's like
yeah.
the best.
Yeah, I mean,
Why
hair
is
to
that
the chest
so
is the
good?
best.
Why is it so? I don't know.
I call it the trail to the treasure. Right
Yeah.
down there.
But then you need it to stop.
But I needed to stop. Yeah, I can't do the whole.
You don't like hairy balls?
Well, I have veneers. Anyway.
We've been over this.
Okay, who's your favorite artist?
Oh, Taylor Swift, absolutely, hands down.
Okay.
Wait, artist, as in
Like a music artist, yeah.
Morgan Wallen.
Oh, God, you guys.
That's my boyfriend.
I know.
Darius Rucker.
Oh, he's good.
Okay.
I met him before when I was working on American. I mean,
And?
I was at American Idol.
Opinions.
He's really nice, actually. Okay, if you were last woman in the universe, who would you choose to mate with?
Who would you choose to have babies with? If you're the last chick on here and you had to have sex with
We
somebody.
can
Pick your
choose
baby
anyone?
daddy.
Anybody.
Anybody.
Who would be your
Anybody.
baby daddy?
Pick your baby daddy.
Ready for it? Donald Trump.
Ooh.
That's right. Gonna carry that lifeline on.
Oh, my
That's a
God.
good one.
Tomato basil.
MAGA.
I don't know the guy's name, but he's from American Pie, and he like fingers the pie. Like that guy's. He's so cute. I like love that guy.
You would have babies with that guy?
yeah,
Would
'cause
you
he's
just
like
eat pie the rest of
dorky.
your life?
Yeah, he's like dorky and goofy and cute and like nerdy. I love nerds, so
He is. I agree.
Okay.
you're right.
I
He's so cute.
I mean, Jeff Bezos.
I love Bezos.
I actually find him attractive.
I do as well.
Yeah.
The whole
Elon
cross-eyed
Musk.
thing,
Listen,
I
bald
love.
guys are kind of cute, right?
Yeah.
Oh no way.
I mean, do you
let
like
me-
a baldy
let me
or what?
No.
So what do you think of his new fiance? Is she a fiance yet? Or yes.
She's
Yes,
gorgeous.
they're engaged.
Isn't she like
gorgeous,
25?
right?
And she's
Yeah.
age appropriate, which we respect.
I love that. Yes.
Never mind.
What?
So I said, isn't she like 25? No.
No, she's
how
older.
old is she?
She's age appropriate.
Yeah.
She's amazing. Okay, go ahead.
Okay. One place you would love to travel to.
Greece, Italy, everywhere.
Okay.
Mykonos.
Greece.
Africa, safari.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
That's
You like
nice.
those wild animals, huh?
Yeah, and Alicia.
Yeah, she
That's
does.
always been my dream vacation. I want to feel danger.
You want to feel cheetah.
Like, I want to walk out by myself.
Okay. What is an ideal height for a man?
Height.
6'7".
Height. What's your ideal height?
6'7".
6'7"? You want a giant?
Absolutely.
Oh God, no.
Absolutely.
5'11" to 6 foot.
Okay, good. That's a good
It's
one.
like average men.
That's a good
too-
size.
Like,
I
yeah.
You
wanna
definitely
have-
need a taller guy.
Well, I'm only 5'6", but these heels make me.
Okay.
I agree. I think 6 foot to 6'3" is realistic. And by the way, if you're having your expectations set on a man that is taller than 6'3", you're eliminating 60% of the pool. Most men are
That's why I've been
6
single for
6 foot
years.
and under.
I guess we're like,
That's why I've been single for
that's
6
my
years.
competition.
I had my hinge set to over 6'5".
And look at the results. Very little, right?
Very, very little.
Dang.
Yes.
But I have noticed that my ex-husband's like a little beetle. And
A
you know
little
the Beatles,
beetle.
they're all like,
Yeah.
he was smarter
British.
than the 6'5". So you gotta like figure out.
Got to figure out what checks your
But the
boxes.
height doesn't determine the penis size either. So
It does not. I learned that the
No,
hard way.
I learned.
You think
that.
you're tall
I had
and they have a big-
super 6'6" guy.
yeah.
We were being intimate, and I didn't even know it. I was like, "Wait, is that your?
+1.
Is that your?"
It was like a knuckle.
Wait, are you inside yet?
Is it in?
Oh, that's terrible.
She said it's like a knuckle.
It was like
yeah,
yeah.
height
You've
does not
obviously
matter.
experienced
Okay,
that
so we have a couple.
before?
Do we have a couple more? Is that it?
I think that was kind of it. But
You skipped a couple.
No, there's some wild ones in there. Let's get some crazy questions going.
Okay, so if you were on a first date and you ended up hooking up, what's the best position you could be in?
I think I did them all.
Or sex? What sex position would you really, really, really want? Like, if you could dream of your first date, your first hookup with this guy that you would want him to do, what would it be?
Classic missionary.
Classic missionary because there's a bonding that happens when you're in missionary, and then also you can see how they move in a very basic position before you want to switch it up.
I just like being on top to watch.
I knew she was going to say that.
You want to watch?
I want to watch their face when I'm like pleasing the shit out of them and they just like can't handle it. And like, yeah. And that's how I get off is on top.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. And you said classic missionary.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, so if you were to sit, here's the next question. If you were in a bar with your boyfriend and you saw another couple, swing or no swing?
Swing.
She's freaky.
Depends on how hot the girl is, but yeah, maybe I would.
Swing? Okay.
Yeah. Girls are hot.
No
Okay,
go for me
okay.
too.
No go for me either.
I'm way too
Two
jealous.
things I want in my older years is to be a country club wife and to potentially be a
swinger. No shit.
I'd be open to
My
it.
anxiety could never.
Because you'd be jealous.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
insecure. Yeah, my mind would do crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy shit.
I would be like that too, but I don't
Okay,
know. I would
next
just kick the guys out and just have the hot girl with me. That's it. But I'm not a lesbian. I'm not bisexual. but like,
Next question.
I
Give
have
it-
some hot friends.
Married, your husband, you have everything in the world. You're flying on a Global 7500. You got your purses. You got everything you want. You find your husband with another woman. Do you open the door and say, babe, I'll be right back and leave? Or do you confront the woman and stay and be like, I'm mad at you and lose everything?
That's a tough thing
Ooh,
to
that's
answer. I don't
real.
like hypotheticals. But
It's not hypothetical. It's really happening.
you know, me today, I know my value, and if I'm not enough for a man, then he's not the right person for me.
So a swinger thing, you have a double standard then.
Perhaps there's some gray area in my life.
Swingers and
Yeah.
then
Well,
she
because
doesn't want
she's included if it's a swinger thing.
And I
When it's
get a
being-
say.
when it's being
And I get a say.
Yeah, this is all.
Can I say something? I feel like from what I've heard about swingers or like stories that I've heard, they don't ever want to go outside. Like, so if they're participating together, it's fine, but they don't want that other person to have
To go outside
an
of the
extra side
relationship.
relationship.
It's something
Yeah.
they do together.
Together.
Okay,
Yeah,
let's
it's
finish.
something they do together.
would you do?
Exactly.
Stay or go?
No,
For the-
fuck no. I'd attack the girl and I'd attack him, and you can take the bags and all the materialistic things. Like, I don't need your shit. Like,
She's like, I'll blow up your plane.
she
bitch.
knows how crazy I am.
Okay.
Yeah.
Stretch your
It
car.
would definitely be a discussion for sure.
Like,
but
why
I
don't-
Oh, so you discuss it with him. Be like,
with
okay,
him,
look.
yeah, I would give her, because I don't know if she knows about me.
Yeah.
So I would give her the decency to like get dressed and get out of my
Get
house.
dressed and get out of the house. Well, ladies, this has been an exciting girl talk today. We have
Yes.
talked about so many different subjects, so many different controversial things. I'm not really sure how the audience is going to react to all of this, but it's been amazing. I can't thank you enough for being on, and Christina and I can't thank you enough.
Yeah.
That's why we got you a few little gifts
Aw,
for being here today
ladies.
for our
Thank
Girl Talk
you.
lunch. Here, pass one down.
Aw.
Until I find a man that gives me a gift,
Yes,
this will do.
I always loved a blue.
There you
a
go.
little
Oh
my
blue
gosh.
box. You don't
so
have to open them
sweet.
now, but you can pull them out. And
Oh,
show
you
them
are
to
so
the
sweet.
camera.
Thank
Elizabeth.
you.
I wanted to give all my ladies a little blue box. And this box is to signify the love that you will have and you will find. So don't open it now, but you can open it later.
Thank you so much.
And so,
Elizabeth. Thank you.
say
So
hi.
Sweet.
Did you get the photo? Ta-da! Just kidding. But thank you, ladies, for being here, and thank you for watching this episode of Girl Talk. I'm Elizabeth Vargas with
Christina Wright. Thank you guys.
like, subscribe, and support us on Patreon. Peace, love, and happiness, ladies.
Cheers.
Bye.